you ever fell in love with somebody, would you be willing to delete all of your stuff if they asked you?
Would I be me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you, as a sex worker and everything that you do, if you fell in love and you found someone,
I don't think it's about
and
love,
they asked you
boo-boo.
to stop.
So
It's
with
about
that
money.
being said, I am currently single because of what I do for work. I am very much so busy doing my work, and I am full throttle, like wanting to make money and capitalize off of this industry to the best of my ability and make it
City boy, city boy.
to the point where
She
I
said
can
full throttle
retire.
in.
And then
I was about
it's
to
like
spit all my water out.
also making this much money and doing what I do
Oh,
for work,
shit.
it puts me in a position to be able to
Oh,
meet
man, we're
the
having fun right
type
now.
of guys that I want to meet, right? The higher end type of guys. And maybe later on down the line, not anytime yet, I would be open to it if I find everything happens for a reason. You know,
Oh my
never
God,
say
shut
never,
up.
but like if I found Prince Charming or something one day and
You won't.
he
Well, hold
didn't
on. You will. He just won't wife you up.
want me doing this anymore, like the, or I wouldn't be doing this anyways. I want to retire from it at one point, and then yeah, eventually maybe
And when you say high-end men, what do you mean by that?
like
Like high-value men?
yeah.
Come on. We know what they mean. They mean high status, high net worth, lots of money, tall, and handsome. That's it. High value. Come on now.
Yes, high value.
Or men with a lot of money?
high value. Okay.
High value men that have a lot
I
of
have
money.
a question for-
high value men are men that have a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying that men that have a lot of money are high value. Don't get that shit twisted. But men that are high value, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of status, they have a lot of friends, they have a lot of networking, they have a lot of opportunities, they have a lot of resources, etc.
For you two here, so both of you do OnlyFans. Having done OnlyFans, continuing to do OnlyFans, has it had any negative impacts on your dating prospects? Does it make it harder to date? Has it been maybe non-issue at all? Some guys like it.
I've never had an issue with it, dating wise. No one has ever, because I'm very upfront too. You know, first date, if this is what I do, if you don't like it, this is how I make my money. Unless you're going to pay me the same amount of money I'm making, then I'm not going to stop supporting myself. But yeah, I never really ran into issues. But again, I don't do full pornographic content or anything like that. So it probably is a little bit different for somebody on OnlyFans that does do that type of content. But I personally have never ran into an issue. My boyfriend at first was, you know, I told him and he was like, okay, well, if I'm going to date you, I have to be okay with this. And that was that. And it's never been an issue.
Sorry, sorry to ask
talk.
you a question. What kind of content do you do on OnlyFans?
Mainly topless content.
Okay,
so-
and you
It's still nudes. I don't understand. Women love to dress up bullshit. Stop dressing up the bullshit. You do nudes. You do nudes. You do fucking nudes. Shut up. You just because you don't show your pussy don't mean you not do nudes. Topless is nudes too, okay? The fuck is wrong with these women?
currently have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Candace,
Just
like, great.
that's the extent of it?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Essie?
I've also never had an issue in my dating life. I don't date that often though, but
Right, because you've been single for 6 years.
yeah.
But it might not necessarily be related to that you're now doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I also don't do nudes on OnlyFans, so it's just like lingerie content.
Oh, okay.
So I think that
Alright.
also maybe helps because so
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Question here for Candace. So, what are your thoughts on
Let's go.
OnlyFans?
Let's go.
Sex work, and do you believe that a woman doing OnlyFans or porn might have an impact on her future romantic prospects? And if so, how and why? I can repeat any. That was a
Yeah.
lot, so let me know if you need me to
you're
repeat
fine.
anything.
I talk about this extensively on my show. I mean, the truth is that if you are going to engage in sex work, you are going to probably make a lot of money, especially if you're young. You're on a very tight rope. As you get older, your value goes down, and men are going to want women that are younger and available to them. I'm talking about in terms of just making the person who will subscribe to your OnlyFans page. You know, obviously, women, you're declining as you age, And the truth is that high-value men don't want to date women that are sex workers or even women that aren't sex workers and lean into the whole talking about how sexy and are freely available on the internet for other men to see.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is biological proclivity. What men are doing when they first say, this sounds amazing, to date a stripper or to date a prostitute or to date a sex worker.
It's a shiny new
is
object,
There's
yes.
this instinct to have sex. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have sex all the time. But then when they realize that actually a form of wanting to be in a relationship is feeling that there's a mystery to a woman, that there's something that's yours, there's something that's sacred, there's something that's powerful and beautiful that just you share. And when they realize that they have to share that with other men, it completely diminishes the man. A recent cultural example of that, obviously, is what's happening with Nina Agdal. She's not a sex worker by any means. She just kind of said some sexy things on the internet about wanting cock, and look at what...
Was not expecting that from Candace.
I'm quoting her directly, so this is purely academic. Purely academic, and look at what happened. You know, now Logan has become the laughing stock.
Oh, okay, that's the girl that's Paul's fiance. Okay, cool.
And as they piece together everything that she's ever said that's overtly sexual, and again, she's not a sex worker, but what happened is her value just completely plummeted because this thing that men need to feel. And I don't want to say possession in a way that sounds bad, because it's not bad. It's actually really beautiful. And I'm lucky and fortunate that I get to experience that in my marriage, and it's something that women should strive toward. Women that make those exchanges in their youth, I think that's sad, and I do feel bad for Nina Agdal, is because she said a lot of those statements when she was really young. She's probably your age. And she had a camera, and she said it, and it lives forever. Right. And now every man that she dates is going to say Dylan Danis has made her available to everyone. And it's
that's funny.
I hope things work out between her and Logan, but if you don't think that that's going to impact Logan, or that's not actively impacting him as a man, it is. So with women, it's a trade-off. First thing you said was, I make money. This is about money. It's about money, but when it comes down to marrying these women, men just don't want it.
And that's exactly why I said that in this industry, I'm single until I retire.
Yeah, boo-boo, but once you're on a podcast admitting that you are a fucking slur. You're on a podcast where millions of people are going to see your face, and you're admitting that you glazzle and guzzle fucking nuts for a living. It doesn't matter if you do it when you're young and then you stop doing it and then you try to find a mate that you want to respect and admire. They want to respect and admire you. This lives forever. It's the internet. It will live forever. So when that man that's high value is dating you, and let's say you move to a different country. Let's say you move to a whole different country, change your name. A man like that is going to have a network. A man like that is going to have some type of status. A man like that is probably going to do his homework when it comes to him picking a wife or suitable candidate to be of his children, right? So if you move to a different country and get with a guy, and let's say it's 5 years from now, guess what's going to come back up? This exact podcast to all his friends, to his family, to his everybody. And then you're going to be looking like everybody else. Slur! Even though you might be a changed woman, you might be a born again, you might have prayed to God every single night, you might have not touched a new dick in years, but you still are going to live on forever at this moment as how you are now. I don't understand why these women don't understand that. Crazy.